Mixed Feelings is a shameful program containing foul language, tasteless humor, and unpopular opinions that should be taken with a grain of salt. In other words, please calm down and don't take this show too seriously. These bitches really aren't that important, so getting all worked up over their stupid asses is probably a waste of time. This podcast is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
A couple of mixed up girls in a mixed up world, and if they weren't both nuts, they'd lose their minds. It's such a crazy ordeal having these mixed feelings.
And welcome to episode 27 of Mixed Feelings Podcast. I'm Mandy.
I'm Cassie. Hey guys. Nice to see you again. We've been off for
well, we can't see you, but you can see us. Nice for you to see us again.
Thank you for holding out for that 2-week hiatus. That was kind of crazy, and we're sorry about that. We're going to try not to make that a common
It was only a week.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was 2 weeks off for us, but it was a week that they missed
Yeah. We only didn't produce 1 week.
Yeah, so sorry guys. But to give you an update on that, oh god, my hair. My kid is feeling a lot better. She's going to be off of her medicine on the 28th, and then she's going to Kentucky, getting the fuck out of my house for a while.
Get the fuck out of here.
I love her, but she needs to go away. Like, it's summertime, so, you know, that's also a thing because there's no school, so we're just in each other's faces all day. And then she's sick, so I'm, like, constantly taking care of her. And she's like, get away from me. Oh, my God. Ah, Mom. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like you either. I don't like this any more than you do. The fuck out of my house. Go get a goddamn job. Start paying some bills around here.
Just mean.
I'm kidding. I love my baby. She doesn't need a job. She'd probably... There's no telling what kind of job she'd even be suitable for.
None. Not a damn one.
She can babysit a little bit.
So, halfway.
So, as far as recent happenings go, I got a bunch of recent happenings. We're out of the hospital. Stevie's doing better. I got my hair cut off. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Your answer was hesitated.
I mean, it looks cute. I just don't like short hair in general, but it's cute. That's just my thing. But that doesn't mean,
actually,
my opinion doesn't matter.
It's actually not what I wanted at all. Like, the picture I showed the girl, she didn't even do it.
Who could it?
It was this place over here in Boot Ranch. It's like a little salon. I don't even know what it's called. I can't think of the name of it.
By Little Caesars?
No, it's not by Little Caesars.
I saw they got that bacon pizza.
It's like over there by the, that little cafe. That...
Cafe Risque?
No, the East Side Cafe or something.
Oh, East Lake Cafe?
Yeah, East Lake Cafe. It's over by that. I mean, it wasn't like some shabby place. She just didn't do what I wanted her to do. But it turned out okay, so I was like, well, I guess this is alright. It's cute. There's no tape backs. They keep their hair back on.
Can you glue this back on, please?
Yeah, please, thanks.
Pick that up off the floor.
Let's see, what else? Oh, I didn't get to go to Orlando with Justin. He went this weekend to do
You got grounded?
I did. He went to Orlando to go to the Street Fighter tournament. And I didn't get to go because Stevie's sick, and I didn't want to. I couldn't leave her here. She's on IV antibiotics. She can't do that herself. But I think he didn't win because it's over now, but I think he got through. I don't know how many games.
Is he on his way home?
He's coming home today or tomorrow.
Well, I parked in his spot is why I was asking.
He didn't tell me nothing.
Okay.
I don't know when he's coming. And let's see. Oh, and I made a video and put it on YouTube. I recorded one of my songs that I wrote. So you all should go check it out. It's called Suicide Moon. It's pretty fucking badass, and it's like a storytelling country song. And I really need to get a trained wolf and a campfire in Texas. And I might start a Kickstarter just to see if we can get all of this stuff together. Actually, I don't think a trained wolf would cost that much, but I'll make a badass like music video for it or something.
A trained wolf?
Yeah.
Can you train wolves?
Maybe. I don't know. As long as it don't bite me, that's all I need. That's all I needed to be trained to do is to not kill.
I don't think that's going to work.
And that's pretty much it, as far as my recent happenings go. And I'm also kind of sick, too, and that sucks. Like, my nose has been jacked. Just fucked all up. Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired.
You know what? I'm sick of how tired you are.
Dude, I live a fucking hard-ass old lady life. I'm fucking tired all the time. And I can't help it. I've been napping all weekend.
I know you have.
And I can't.
And then you weren't even really fucking napping last night. You
Well,
pretended like you were napping.
No, I was napping. But then you said that you were only available till 10. I was like, well, that only gives me like an hour window. Might as well go have a drink or two.
I know, bitch.
So.
You were like, I'm so sleepy. I just don't know if I can come record. I just keep falling asleep. And I was like, well, that's all right. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. And then you're posting things from Facebook and you're at the bar with Angie and Alex. And I'm like,
Pepe made me do it.
like, yeah, you look awful sleepy.
Blame Pepe.
You little sleeping ass bitch out there.
Well, it's weird that we haven't recorded in so long because I wrote down like the couple things that I wanted to talk about for last week, but now it's been 2 weeks, so it kind of feels weird like revisiting them, but we haven't talked about them. So I went to New York.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
Was it fun?
It was so much fun.
Well, and all that I got scared while you were up there because all that crazy shit in Orlando happened while you were there.
I know.
And I was like, dude, you better not go to fucking Trump Towers or nothing.
I was everywhere. Like, we went to all the tourist spots, so I was like, God damn it.
That's why I was worried. I was like, oh my God, you're out there doing the tourist thing and all this shit's going down. And what are they going to target? They're going to target big places like that.
Well,
I'm
knock
like,
on wood, they didn't get me.
You better come home to me.
Mandy 1, Terrace 0, so I'm still ahead of the game on that. But we had a really, really good time. I love New York. Like, I want to go back there.
I'm scared of New York.
I thought that I would be scared of New York, but I am obsessed with it. I had so much fun. I saw so many crazy people. Like, it was amazing. And I missed Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I know, I saw that.
And I was really upset about that. Yes, but I did go to the little movie that he narrates there, and I bought some stuff from the gift shop, and I was harassing the cashier. I was like, where is he? And he's
Where is he at?
Yeah, he's like, oh, ma'am, he's only here on Mondays. And we went on a Sunday, and I was like, really? But he did show me the place where they record Star Talk.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like in the lobby. So I was really excited about that.
Oh, really? I didn't know they did it there. I
Yeah.
thought they did it like in his office.
No, I was like
in his chambers.
The guy was like, what are you, a fan nerd? I was like, don't worry about it. Just give me the information and no one gets hurt.
Don't you worry about it.
So we had a really, really good time. I got scared by a lady on the subway.
Aw.
So we're on the first 2 days we were there, our friend that lives there took us on the subway and not one weird thing happened. It was like the most normal experience ever. And then the first time that we tried to do it by ourselves, me and my friend, we get down on the platform, we're waiting for the train. So I have my little Google Maps thing pulled up because it links to the metro system. And it tells you like what trains to get on and all that shit. And I'm sitting there looking at my phone. All of a sudden, I feel like, you know, when someone all of a sudden is like standing, you can feel them next to you.
I know what you mean.
Somebody was like right here. I look up. It was the scariest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. And I look like where I am. I turn and I start from the bottom and like bring my eyes up. She has no shoes on. Triple XL scrub pants, and she's like a stick figure, so they're falling off of her. An unbuttoned like half blouse and she has no bra on. And I get up to her face, her nose is cracked open right here, and she has dried blood all over her face. Her hair is a mess, and she's like, I'm out of my medication. And I was like, I like literally this is me. I was like. And I thought she was going to touch me, and I swear to God, I would have pushed her off the platform. I was just waiting for her to go to touch me. Luckily, she didn't try to touch me. She like, I was like, I have nothing. And she went away. But it was this, I swear, I thought she was going to be like,
oh, she would have given you fucking...
Well, you give me a tissue.
Yeah, she would have given you body lice for sure.
Fucking sea lice.
Oh my God.
It was really disturbing. And I saw a gang member.
A real
gang member.
A real one?
Okay, this is what I wanted to see in New York. I wanted to see a mole people. I wanted to see a good-sized New York City rat. And I wanted to see a gang member. And the only thing I got to see was gang member.
You didn't get to see a rat?
No, I didn't see one fucking rat, but I did see a trash tornado. The wind picked up and it got all the trash going, and it was like a cyclone of wrappers and stuff. And I was like, okay, only...
They got those in Texas with the Dirt Devils, but I've never
this was
seen
a fucking trash tornado. A real genuine NYC trash tornado on the street corner in Brooklyn. And I was like...
Do we have a New York chapter yet?
This is the...
Whenever
we get one, they'll be the trash tornadoes.
Oh man, they don't even know yet.
So we were there Friday through Tuesday, and the apparently Sunday was the Puerto Rican Day parade, which I knew they did that every year, but I had no idea when it was. So we're on the train coming back from the museum and all that stuff, and we're on the platform, And there's all these people that were like drunk. I mean, I could tell they were Spanish. I didn't know they were exactly Puerto Rican, but I could tell. And I mean, they were getting a little, you could tell they were drunk, so they were a little rowdy. And I turned to Brittany and we're talking about something else, and I turned back, and homeboy fucking has taken off his shirt, and his whole entire back is covered with a lion tattoo, and it says Latin Kings on the back. And I was like, oh my God, I've seen Gangland. I know what you're about. And Brittany had no idea. She's like, what's going on? I was like, we can't get on the car with them. We might not make it out. I felt like we were going to get shanked, like prison style. So yeah, I saw Latin King and his disciples, and I was scared.
Oh man.
But
that is kind of scary.
It was like, I fucking watched Gangland, and then Brittany didn't know what
I fucking watched Gangland.
So I
know
googled
what's
it
going
for her,
on
and
here.
it said that they were. It was really funny because the description came up, and it was like street gang, blah blah blah, and then it also said community activists. I was like,
community activists.
Yeah, so they like redeemed themselves, I guess, but they're still fucking gang.
They may be gangbangers, but they're out there working in
they
those
do
streets
help
for
the
the
community.
children.
They use their drug money for good,
and they're building up sidewalks and shit. Making playgrounds on the school, but it's all funded on like dirty money. It's just blood money, cocaine.
Gotta get the money somehow. But overall, we had an amazing time in New York, and I can't wait to go back.
Well, awesome. I'm glad you had fun. I've never been to New York. I'm scared of big cities.
I was really scared too. I thought I was gonna hate it, and I was like, why did I even say I was gonna do this? Like, this sounds like the worst idea ever. And I got there, and I had so much fun. It was nothing like what I thought it was gonna be.
Okay, my problem is like, I have anxiety just going in Walmart, like when it's real busy. Like high tide at Walmart is not the place for me. I gotta get out of there. It was busy there, but it wasn't overwhelming like I thought it was going to be. I thought people were going to be like shoving me out of the way, and like it would be real crazy. It wasn't. There was people all over the place, but everybody was minding their own business and doing their own thing, and like it wasn't. It was crazy, but it wasn't overwhelming like I thought it would be. And I think the other thing too, and I don't want to like piss off any New York people because I don't mean this like in a derogatory way or anything. I think it's just because, you know, I come from an area where everyone speaks in a slow southern accent, and New York is just so busy and so matter of fact with how they say what they say, and everyone down here in Florida is from New York, and it just like me it's like it sounds like everyone's pissed off all the time.
Okay,
even
we were talking about this
really nice, and I'm like,
and I told a New Yorker there when we were there, we were sitting at a bar in Times Square, and I was talking to this guy about it, and I said, all the New Yorkers in Florida are the rudest, like nastiest people I've ever met in my life, and all the New Yorkers in New York are nice.
What the fuck?
I guess they send us all their fucking rejects because people were carrying our bags and shit, like our luggage, through the subway for us. Like, people barely hold the door open for you down here. It was weird. I guess we get all the reject New Yorkers in Florida.
Maybe so, because I was getting a bad taste in my mouth for New Yorkers because of the New Yorkers down here.
That was part of the reason I didn't want to go, and I was like, all they are is a bunch of rude assholes. I don't want to go see all them in their home turf. I get up there and they're like the nicest people ever. It was really weird. It was... I don't have an explanation for it, but that's what happened.
That's been my biggest fear, is like
we have all the assholes down here.
Anxiety in general, and that everyone's going to be horrible. And I'm like, oh god.
No, it was amazing. It was so much fun. Like, we went to a club in Bushwick, which is in Brooklyn, that's like where all the hipsters are and stuff, and there's a whole bunch of Hasidic Jews there. That's like where they all are. So, and it was weird because they were out.
They do the thing where they're like praying with the book and like.
Well, I saw them, and it was like midnight, and they were all walking down the street in groups, but they all had the curls and the hats on. I was like, shouldn't you be in bed? Like,
I want someone to make that into a fashion statement. You know how Beyonce is like bringing back the Black Panthers look because of that fucking video or the Super Bowl thing she did or whatever, where she pissed everybody off.
Yeah.
I want someone to bring back the Hasidic Jew.
I don't think if you go to New York, it never went away.
I want someone to make it a fashion statement. Let's see. Oh, we have some shout outs to give now that we're through our recent happenings. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out. Congratulations, Caitlin and Ward. They had their baby. Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Why do you keep saying? I'm just looking. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I look over and you're just like staring. You look like a shark.
I got those dead eyes.
Those dead soulless eyes.
I don't know.
I'm like congratulating someone on a miracle of life, and you're just like,
babies. Babies.
Yeah, Caitlin and Ward had little baby Jameson.
Yes, on Tuesday.
I haven't seen him yet. I can't be around him since Stevie's been sick, though. Like, I might make him sick. I'll have to wait.
I think he looks like Caitlin.
Aww.
He has her little Chinaman eyes.
He looks kind of... I was about to say he looks kind of Chinese right now.
Because Caitlin's Chinese.
Is she secret Chinese?
Yeah, she's like Russian Chinese.
Okay, also, we were going to give a shout out to, once again, our pressure wash bro.
Yes, Fullwood.
Fullwood's pressure cleaning service. So, Florida listeners in the Lakeland, Tampa, or surrounding Polk. You gonna say it? You gonna correct me?
No.
Okay,
I'm
good.
keeping my shark eyes to myself.
Or surrounding Polk areas. If you own a house and it's starting to look a little funky in that Florida humidity, well, you could do one of two things. You could buy a bunch of those big-ass giant African snails and set them free on your house and have them suck up all the algae off of it. Or you could not do that shit because those snails freak me the fuck out, and you could just call a pro, being our buddy Fullwood's pressure cleaning service. And he'll come pressure wash your house for you and get it all nice and clean minus the snail slime. Don't have any of that. Also, if you use the promo code FUCKTHATGOOSE, then you get 10% off, since Fullwood's pressure cleaning service and mixed feelings have a common enemy, which is the Canadian goose. But if you like geese, or if you are passing the savings along to your grams or something, you can use an alternative promo code of mixed feelings. But you do whatever you want. But I encourage you to say fuck that goose. Any opportunity that you have to say fuck that goose, you should use it 100%. Future Cassie is going to put the info on screen on the YouTube channel, but for those of you that are listening, if you live in the Tampa or surrounding Polk areas, in Lakeland, or what are the cities around there? There's Lakeland.
Lakeland is really like the only big city in Polk County. I mean, there's other cities, but that's the big city in.
Because I'm kind of off. Like, we're not really quite in Tampa, but we're kind of right next to it, so I wasn't sure.
Lakeland is on the other side of Tampa.
Okay.
Like, going towards. If you pass through Tampa and you're on I-4 going to Orlando, you'll pass by like all the exits to get off to Lakeland.
Yeah, we're on the outskirts.
Yeah.
But if you're in that area, go ahead and give them a call, 863-272-9388, or you can visit the website, www.fullwoodpcs.com. Follow them on Twitter @FullwoodPCS, Instagram @FullwoodPressureCleaning with no S, and on Facebook, Fullwood's Pressure Cleaning with an S. They offer low-pressure exterior cleaning and zero-pressure roof cleaning in the Polk and surrounding areas. So make sure you check them out and get that house cleaned up. All right. And also, while we did take some time off, there were a couple, because you were in New York, so we pre-recorded. So that's why it seems like a longer break than it really is. But while you were in New York, I actually did a couple of interviews on some other shows. So I had a crossover with the Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics podcast with Mikey and Dexter. And then I had one with Penrose from the Grime Lords. He has a standalone show that he's doing, the palliative penetration. Hold on, let me pull it up because it's a lot of P words. I gotta figure out what it is. Oh.
Okay, do you know how long it took me to realize that there's this person following us on Instagram called Grim Horror for me to realize that it wasn't one of the Grime boards?
Oh, you didn't know? I like that guy.
No, I like him too, but I thought he was associated with them because, like, I saw his name, but I didn't, like, deeply, you know what I mean? You just glance at something and you think it says one thing, but it's off a couple letters. I was like, oh, wait a minute, he's a totally different guy.
It's palliative penetration with Penrose. I didn't want to say it wrong. I know what it is. I was on the show. I just didn't know to say it. And then I was also on Miserable Retail Slave with Randy and Tommy. But all of those shows, I'm going to put links to them in the show notes. They were really fun. We talked about Dragon Ball Super and just the life of a podcaster on the Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics podcast. That was actually Dexter's standalone show that he's doing too, but it wasn't so standalone because me and Mikey were also on it. But it was a really fun conversation. And then on the palliative penetration with Penrose, that crazy ass name. P. On that one, the episode's called Down the Rabbit Hole, and we talked about drugs and
yeah, I listened to it the other day at work. That was the only one I've had time to listen to yet.
Oh my gosh, did you listen to my near-death experience that I talked about?
I only got halfway through. We've been so busy at work, I haven't been able to listen to anything. Like, I haven't even been able to listen to music at work lately.
Dude, you guys should listen to it. That was a fun convo.
I heard like the first 30 minutes of it, I think, and then I had to get off the...
And then the one with Randy and Tommy, that was so fucking fun. He asked me a bunch of crazy ass questions, and it brought up, or we ended up bringing up how I beat up this kid, Chad, like I was a Ninja Turtle when I was a kid. And he was talking about some of his online dating experiences that he's had. He has this one girl that he was trying to talk to, but in all of her pictures, she always has part of her face covered up. So we're like, maybe she's got like a wonky eye or something.
It's like the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. So We're not sure what that's all about. I bet she's got a glass eye, or maybe like it just looks up like a chameleon or something. So that's a thing. So check out those podcasts for sure. Future Cassie will put the links in the show notes and also on the YouTube channel as we were talking about them, so you can find them. And what's next?
Mafia Marcus.
Yeah, we got one Mafia beat in this week. This is the email he sent us, and it was so sweet. And I love you, Marcus. You were a sweet little pudding pie. He said, I'd like to start the Ohio chapter of the Mixed Feelings Mafia if it hasn't been created yet. And he gave us a little bit of background info. He said he's 17. He's been working on cars since he was 12, and he's in a vocational school for building and construction technology. And he's pretty much the fix-it guy. Like, all of his friends know him as the guy that can fix anything, whether it's a hole in your wall or a hole in your car. So he said he hoped that he wasn't too young to be a Mafia member and that he couldn't wait to hear back. And this is the part that was really sweet. He said, thank you guys for being awesome and being one of the best podcasts I've ever heard. You guys are seriously awesome, and I'm always looking forward to the next podcast.
Aww. Marcus. And come fix stuff for me. I need a lot of things fixed.
My car's actually broken right now. Come fix it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it.
Yeah, Marcus, we need real help.
I'm going to go push it off. I'm just going to put it in neutral and roll it off the Bayside Bridge. Maybe you guys can get on that for me.
They can start a new reef.
Okay,
very nice.
So Marcus, you are going to be the head of our Ohio Chop Shoppers. Marcus, who you can find on Twitter at Marcus_FTM, if you, I don't know, want to be his homie on there. Your name, my friend, is going to be Marcus the Monkey Wrench DeSaloni. He's our youngest Mafia member so far, but don't be fooled by his age or his stunning good looks. Actually, I don't know what he looks like because he didn't have a picture on his thing. But he said nice things about us, so he's handsome.
What if he's a catfish?
Fuck.
We don't care. We'll let catfish in here.
That's okay. He was a nice catfish, so it's all right. Marcus has always been gifted with the ability to fix anything. He's heading our Ohio Chop Shoppers, who strip/soup up all the stolen cars that our Mafia members just happen to come across in their daily Mafia duties. And those beasts all have hot rod flames painted on them, no matter what the make or model is. And the really fast ones are driven in our various illegal street races that we have all over the country.
We're so illegal.
So Marcus, been beaten in. Welcome to the family. Yeah. All right. Now on to our actual topics for the show. You put this one on here.
Well, yeah, we touched on this a little bit because when I was writing this, it was like a week ago, but just like, what the fuck is going on in the world right now? Like, the craziest shit. I was gone for 4 days, and every single day I saw some...
This is why I can never go on vacation.
Yeah,
I come home and everything's just...
Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, there was all, like, horrible news coming out. Or no, I think Friday... Or Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I think. Like, all this crazy shit was happening in Florida, and I was in New York, and I'm like... Literally, I just left, and everything was fine. I go out of town for a couple days.
Dude, my hair is doing a thing.
And all hell breaks loose. Put a little spit on it.
No, it's not that. It's that the camera is backwards. And okay, I think it's all right now. But it's backwards, so I was just making it worse and like shoving it the wrong way. I'm like, oh no, this is bad. No, I mean...
So obviously by now, unless you've been living under a rock, you know about the Pulse nightclub shooting.
That was awful.
The baby got ate by the alligator, and then some girl from The Voice got shot in Orlando, too.
I know. Everything's just fucking going crazy, dude.
Yeah. And like Orlando is a pretty quiet... I mean, you never really hear anything happening over there.
I know. I mean... You know, I'm not saying that, you know, Florida's obviously crazy and crazy shit happens here, but, you know, it does seem like if like high crime things happen, it's always in an area that you can predict it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're always like, oh, downtown St. Pete. Yeah, you don't want to go there in certain areas after dark, but...
I always go to those places.
But, I mean, like, Orlando, Disney World, we got the fucking gators, now we have...
Yeah, it's
crazy
very
people.
touristy and like mostly family friendly everywhere I've ever been in Orlando.
Now that I know about the shooter, I understand why he chose a place like that. Like, there was actual motive behind it, but man, that's fucked up.
Well, it's scary because it's like, I've been to gay clubs before. We went to one for Brittany's bachelorette party and we were there all night long just partying. Like, you know, I mean, it's just crazy because anybody could, it sucks that it was a target of a hate crime, but it's not just people that are in that group that you hate that you're hurting.
I know.
Because people that just have gay friends want to go and support their friends, or even just go and have a good time because they sure know how to party. Like, that's why we were there.
I'm just gonna say, like, just to say it, any idea, whether it's a religious idea or anything, any idea that is so radical that you don't care who gets hurt in order to carry out whatever that idea is, that's a fucking problem. And I don't know. There needs to be better access to mental health. There needs to be some stepping up on the government's part, because that motherfucker, do you know how many red flags should have popped up on a background check? Like, I'm not saying that the background, I'm not so much concerned that there was a problem with the background check as there was a problem with the fact that the information on him wasn't made available to the people running the background check. You know, the FBI investigated him twice.
Yeah, and they said that they thought his coworkers were just racist, so
but
they
the
dropped
other
it.
thing too is, like, there was a gun shop that he had tried to go to and was asking the guy all these questions about bulk ammunition and body armor and shit, and the guy refused to serve him and called the FBI and warned them about him, and they didn't do anything. The same guy,
because why would they? They never fucking do anything.
But
And then when shit happens, they act like they're all concerned, but you're not
But
concerned.
it's like,
before the
okay,
fact.
I understand being upset over gun violence. I get it. I 100% get it. But I think the anger is not being focused in the right places, because that guy should not have passed a background check. There were a lot of red flags, and there were a lot of responsible shop owners that were trying to warn people that this guy was crazy. Even a person that this guy went to church with called and, like, tried to warn people about him. Like, there were a lot of warnings, and no one did anything.
Yeah.
The FBI did not do anything. This was 100% preventable. It didn't have to happen. He shouldn't have been allowed to be an armed security guard, and he was. The problem isn't the background check. The problem is, why wasn't this showing up on the background check?
He was crazy as fuck.
Whose fucking job was it to make sure that that information was searchable? That's all I'm saying. Those are the questions that need to be asked.
Well, and then his fucking wife was trying to get some airtime by talking shit. She's like, I know all this stuff. And then they're like, they were interviewing her first day, and the second day they're like, wait a minute, you know too much stuff. You're fucking getting arrested too, you dumb
now
bitch.
She's in trouble too.
Yeah, because she was all about the camera time.
And
like,
the thing is, you know, people are saying homegrown terrorist. Okay, he made 2 trips to Saudi Arabia.
and his dad is a fucking psycho too.
So, yeah, maybe homegrown because he's started off over here, but he was radicalized by outside forces. He wasn't, I mean, it wasn't just being over here and looking on the internet.
ISIS don't want his gay ass either now. They're
Yeah,
like,
they're
oh,
saying
you're one
he's-
of them?
Yeah, they're saying that he was, like, secret gay.
Yeah.
That's why he went crazy.
But it's funny because he was trying to say he was with ISIS, and they were all about it until they found out he was gay, and they're like, oh, no.
They did it just like
Yeah,
that.
that's the ISIS code. I know. I listen to the news. I know what they mean.
I'm so sick of your ass.
Fuck terrorists. I'll make fun of them all day. I don't care.
Well, I need to get, like, some... Okay. I saw this little hair iron thing that I want to get that you can curl with. It's like a curling rod, but it's not, like, a big, huge thing. It's meant for, like, small curls and short hair. And I want to get it. It's only, like, this long.
Oh my god, wait, speaking of hairdos.
Speaking of hairs.
Okay, so I haven't gotten a professional haircut in like 6 years, I think. I always cut my own hair, and the other day I was like, maybe I'm gonna like get a real haircut. And I started looking because, you know, Diva Curl. Have you ever heard of that? They have a brand of like shampoos and stuff for curly hair.
Yeah.
Well, they have a hair cutting technique called the Diva Cut, and there's a salon by my house that does it, and I looked up their website. Because there's this other lady.
I know what you're talking about, because they're expensive and crazy.
There's this lady in Tampa that does curly haircuts, and she like a curly hair expert, whatever, and she charges like $200 for a haircut, and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. So, and I was like, oh, maybe the Diva one is more affordable. It's $800 for a haircut. Yes, I saw that, and I was like.
Just
Like, I
that.
felt like the camera like zoomed in and out on me, like, wow, like, wow. It was crazy.
Do it again, I'll make it happen.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. I was like, $800. God damn, you know what I could do with $800?
Not get a fucking haircut. I can get 80 haircuts.
Yeah. I can make 2 monthly payments on Land Rovers for $800 a month. You ain't cutting my hair for that shit. Fuck you.
2 easy payments of $3.99.
Yeah, motherfuck you.
Oh,
800.
shit.
I said, listen, for $800, that bitch better put gold teeth in my hair and maybe even lick my puss for that. I mean, come on. Come on. For $800, I better be getting some services. You know what I mean?
Multiple services.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not in disagreement. Dude, I have one curl that's sticking straight up and it's making me really upset.
I'm going to put tea in your hair.
No, hold on. I gotta fix it. This is really difficult because the thing is backwards.
Oh, okay. Do you know who the game is? I feel like you don't know who it is.
Is he a rap person? Okay. No.
Well, how did you know that?
But I know that he exists, but I couldn't tell you anything that he's ever done.
Okay, well, he got in a bunch of trouble last week. Not trouble, but everybody was talking shit about him online because he has a daughter and he kisses her on the lips and takes pictures and everybody freaks out about it. And I don't think it's a big deal to kiss your kids on the lips. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I kiss my kids on the lips, and I just think that
I kiss Stevie on the lips, but if it's ever weird, I wouldn't. I don't know. There's never even been a situation that's been weird. For me.
I mean, it's just a father showing I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like he has her in some awkward embrace and is kissing her on the lips. They're literally, nothing's touching except he's giving her a peck on the lips, and everybody was freaking out, saying it was gross and all this stuff. And he went off on him, and he was like, obviously no man, especially your father's ever loved you hoes in your life. And he always goes off on Instagram, and I think it's really funny because I like to read the comments. But he was going off on people, and he'll be like, that's why your edges suck and all this stuff.
Your edges?
Yeah. He goes off on people, and it's really funny. But
oh man, I'm going to have to follow him. Are we following him on our page or just your page?
I don't know. I follow him on my page. I don't know if we're following on the other one or not, but I thought that was a weird thing for people to of all the shit that's going on in the world.
I know. Why are you so mad about that? Who gives a fuck?
To get mad about a parent showing affection when so many parents suck.
I know.
Why are you mad about that?
Because everybody's just looking for a reason to be offended over something anymore.
Internet trolls.
Indeed. All right, so this is one that I wanted to bring up. So I saw an article the other day, and I was like, what in the fucking shit is this? I put a link in there if you want to pull it up and look at it. It's from Reuters. It's Europe's robots to become quote-unquote electronic persons, according to the new draft that they have planned. So here's the gist of this. Technology is advancing really fast, and they're coming up with different technologies and robotics, and they're designing robots to look like people. But now there's a concern.
Ooh, maybe I can finally get me a man.
Get me a robot man, a robo man. Yeah. I'll finally find someone that can treat me the way I want him to treat me. Because you can program him too.
Yeah.
But okay, so the line of thinking is that we're reaching a point in technology where robots might start to be,
indistinguishable from people.
Yeah, exactly. When are we going to be able to really say, okay, you're a robot, I'm a human, but you are a piece of property, you don't get any rights? Because then it brings up the whole slavery situation all over again. What if all the robots just fucking walk off and they're like, fuck
they
this?
Emancipate the fucking robots?
I just imagine the Jetsons, how every robot was kind of weird and alive in some way, and they're all just
Rosie.
Oh, it's a living.
Well, this doesn't really have much to do with that, but it's about... Did you see that thing I tagged you in about all the generic stuff, and it was Robert Cop instead of RoboCop?
Robert
Yeah,
Cop.
Robert Cop. That'll be all their names.
Oh, God. But, so anyways, that's their line of thinking, is at some point soon this might be an issue, so they want to have it written into their legislation in some way that the robots will be considered people if, they meet the criteria for that. So I was looking and I was like, where is this is happening?
China.
It's in Germany.
Oh.
So immediately I'm like, Nazis. The Nazis are behind this. Here's what I think is going on. I'm starting a conspiracy theory. I'm starting it right now. I want it to happen. Well, I don't want it to happen because it would be horrible, but I'm calling it. Okay, so Hitler never died. They had some kind of crazy Nazi technology where they could save his conscious, his being, or freeze him, like Walt Disney.
I just hope
or
they
something.
get rid of that mustache when they bring him back.
But so what they're going to do is they're going to upload Hitler into all of these robots, and then one day they're just going to flip the switch and it's going to be like a Hitler hive mind.
And they'll all just walk around saying 9.
Yeah.
Nine.
Oh, God, it'll be terrible. That's going to be the end of the world. That's how it's coming. Robo-Hitlers are on the way, you guys. I'm sorry.
Robert Kopp, SS edition.
But then we'll have to create a bunch of robots that'll battle him. So who's going to battle Hitler? We'll need like Captain America or something. We'll get a bunch of Captain Americas. A bunch of Rambos. We could make a robot army of like all of the greatest action heroes that ever lived.
Who would be the leader? Sergeant Slaughter, obviously.
No, not him. Who would be the leader? Would it be Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean,
he might flip on us.
He's
fucking
pretty
Austrian. He might go back.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's going to be like the first commander over there. He's a spy. I need someone to
so many secrets.
I need someone to make this into a movie. Like, this should be like a really horrible movie.
It's like, what's the fucking action? What is the
Terminator movies?
No, like Team Force America or whatever it's called.
Yes. Oh, Team America.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. God, why can't I remember the name of that? It was just Team America, wasn't it? It was some big, long, crazy, elaborate name.
But you guys know.
I know what it is. We all know what we're talking about. But, okay, so Arnold Schwarzenegger's going to flip on us. He's going to act like he's on our side since he's the governor and everything. But then all his robots are going to turn into badass Terminator, like T2. Like, just with their face melted off.
I'm not ready.
Machine guns and the shotguns.
I'm just gonna get in my Google car and run everybody over.
He'll just be like,
I'll have 40 Robert Cops on my hood, and I'll just keep driving. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck all this shit. So yeah, anyone that has any story making abilities or movie making abilities, you should get on that. You might be a millionaire, but you need to give us credit, or I'm gonna be pissed off.
That's scary.
I know.
What else do we have going on here?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to pull up. I just like fucked all my shit up. Okay. Oh yeah, I made a topic. So I love a lot of like famous people just in general as far as podcasting goes. But no, I put this on here as a topic, but you're the one that kind of brought it up.
Yeah, don't snake me. I only come up with good things every once in a while. You gotta give me credit.
All right. Well, we were talking about this the other day, and Joey Diaz is like the uncle that we never had.
But we wish we did.
I know. Let's start a movement.
I want to go to his karate school.
Joey Karate. That's so funny. If you've never watched Joey Karate, just Google it. Just look it up.
All these gifs. Is that how you say it? I feel like I don't say that right.
I don't know. I feel like I don't say it right either, but I say GIF.
Well, it wouldn't be GIF like peanut butter.
I know.
But maybe. I probably am fucking that up too. Because I don't know nothing about the fucking internet. Memes and GIFs and
all these memes and GIFs everywhere.
All sorts of shit. But yeah,
so Joey Karate, I sent you that one day. Out of
I was
nowhere.
watching it at work and I couldn't stop fucking laughing. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
You were in a really bad mood when we were texting.
On somebody's That was seriously the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
I was dying.
And he's really quick too. He doesn't look like he would be as quick as he is. He's got a lot of fluid in his joints. That's what it is. They're lubricated because he takes all that shit from On It because him and Joe Rogan are friends, so he can afford it.
Just lubed up.
I can't afford anything. I can't afford any of that healthy shit that Joe Rogan takes.
I can't afford to pay attention.
Dude, but I will say this. I was looking at his site the other day, and they have a mace that you swing. Like a fucking battle mace, but it's weighted. I'm getting that. I'm going to be in my backyard looking like a crazy person swinging a goddamn mace around.
I was looking at his tour dates, Joey Diaz, and he's going to New York. I was like, ooh, maybe I could go back to New York and see Joey Diaz.
Is he coming to Florida?
No.
No one ever comes here. It's not that bad. Please. Quit leaving us hang. I mean, okay. It kind of is, but if you're real,
we'll keep you safe.
If you're real careful.
If you're real careful and say all your prayers at night.
I know. If you're real careful and go just the right sides of town, then it'll be okay. But yeah. We should start some kind of movement. Let's start a hashtag.
Joey be our uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle Joey.
I think that's already a hashtag. Let me look. I'll figure it out real quick. What's your favorite shit that they've talked about so far? Like, have you heard any of his stories that, like, are your favorite? Because that's his thing. He just always has some kind of crazy-ass story to tell.
He was telling the one about the guy back home who always... What was he saying? That he... Damn it. I can't think of it now.
I feel like he and I... Well, he can obviously probably smoke me under the table, but I feel like I could at least hold on for a while. Like if
I can't
me and
hang
him,
with him, but I'll hold on.
I would probably not die, or pass out immediately. But man, he smokes a lot of fucking weed.
Oh wait, okay. After this, I gotta tell you something.
Okay. There's this one thing that I was listening to.
Anyway,
Did you ever have a girl you dated kill herself?
no, they should have. After I put that fucking helmet, ratted chlamydia fucking dick in you, you should kill yourself. You should kill yourself the first time, and when you get to your destination.
Kill yourself once you get up to heaven. No, I'm not forgiving me.
Whenever I heard him tell that story, I literally, like, I was working, and I just started laughing so hard, and I looked like a crazy person. Like, my whole face went red. I had snot and tears, and I'm like, ah!
Just full of snot and tears.
I know. That bitch should have killed herself.
Okay, this was, I should have told you about this when we were talking about the Yanks and how they're assholes down here. But, so last night when I went out for drinks with Angie and, Alex, she was telling us this story about how, she's been disrespected by so many Yankees and she's just waiting for the next time that somebody says something to her so she can go off. And she was obviously drunk, and I recorded what she was saying, and I want you to listen to it.
Oh, man.
Because it was really fucking funny, and she was going on, I don't know, can I play it now? Or?
Yeah, play it now, and what I'll do is I'll mute, and I'll just dub over it with the file if you have it saved.
Okay, because it's really funny.
Okay.
Hudson's or whatever. It's like fucking. What is that?
Missing piece.
The missing piece. That's right. We go there all the time. And, you know, I like to find a good deal. And this lady.
You don't have to explain.
No, she does.
From the South,
really
I
funny.
fucking understand.
Look,
We all like to get a good
I
deal.
get shit off
got a real glass right now.
Listen, I get shit off Craigslist and I get shit off
Only I had
OfferUp.
something to store this in, but I don't know because I'm fucking from the South and I'm retarded.
Just thank you!
That's not the ground. That's all we know.
Please, high five. God! You must be from the North because you want a China cabinet.
But see, in a way, I don't know how you didn't go, I am from the North, my grace. Thank you. At least you'd have played it off that way.
Well,
You might not be
you
a
know
Stark,
what?
I don't know.
It was because I have manners and I didn't want to make her feel bad of insulting somebody. But you know what? I am over that.
Yeah,
She's done. Angie's done being nice.
I'm done.
I'm ready.
If somebody fucking
Wait, tell
insults
me
me
everything
in
that
my
happened.
home. Oh, so my husband, he's from Indiana.
Yeah,
Midwestern people are very polite.
absolutely.
Honestly, his mom is the sweetest, one of the sweetest women I've ever met.
Overfeeds
Okay?
compliments, I'm sure.
Okay? Miranda has family in Ohio, Midwest. It's great. I appreciate the Midwest. Now,
The celebration is over.
But now to the fucking cold hard facts.
Mike and I, my husband, we had a special date one time at Key Bay 130. I don't know if you know what it is, but it's a little wine bar right by
I've been there.
Hideaway.
It is very nice.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's a nice place. And,
Nice.
you know, every time we go there, it's, you know, we get a nice bottle of wine and good food and whatever. The last time we went there, we had a date night, and, I'm gonna tell you, it was a little different experience. I asked the person that was serving us, are you the owner here? Because I got some vibes that maybe he was. And sure enough, he was. So we started opening up how the business isn't doing that well. And maybe it's a little too sophisticated for the area.
Oh.
Yeah, which is right off of Enterprise. All the fucking Desperate Housewives of Safety Harbor live right there.
You're advertising as shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Me and my husband went in there because it was happenstance. Like, we just happened to go in there. And Mike likes fine wine. He does. Like, we got a $60 bottle of wine, but it was $30 because it was a special night. They have good deals sometimes. So, we're talking to them, and they're pretty much telling us that it's a little too Manhattan for this area. And you know what? Maybe it's just too sophisticated for the area. And I'm just like, well, I'm sorry. Because I'm polite.
I understand.
I'm fucking polite.
You show me the person that said the contrary, I'll beat the fuck out of you.
I feel for you if you're not doing good. You guys do business. Like their
By the way, I
son
have a
was in
caveat
there.
about this restaurant that I'm dying to share. Please continue.
Their son was in there. They're, just scraping by, and the decor is a little too sophisticated. Are you? No! What the fuck? You think we're hillbillies? We drive around with fucking Dixie cups? Maybe we do, but goddamn!
We like nice shit too, you motherfucker.
No shit.
So I have a whole set of crystal, and it's because my Yankee husband. Well, he's a Midwesterner.
Yeah, he's not a fucking Yankee.
He's not a Yankee. God damn it, he's not a Yankee. He's a Midwesterner. I've done had it.
You want to know why they're failing?
You just said I've done it.
I've done had it.
I don't care.
You want to know why they're doing poorly?
I love Angie.
You think that we just ride around in pickup trucks with our Dixie cup? Maybe we do. But that ain't the point.
I'm fucking polite. And you can hear her start banging on shit.
He ain't no damn Yankee.
Isn't that a band, the Damn Yankees?
I don't know, but she was so drunk and she was going off. She was so mad.
My
She was
God.
like, the next time one person says Boston or New York to me, I'm going to say, go back.
Go back to where you came from. Oh, is she from Florida?
Yeah.
Like all her life?
Native, yeah.
Okay.
Just funny. She just went slap off. And when she gets mad,
There was this one night that we were all playing poker or something, and I got everyone high, and
oh yeah, when we played poker
and she
a long
brought her
time ago
big
before I
ass dog,
moved.
like Winston,
Yeah.
the giant Rottweiler. And she said the funniest thing that I've ever heard in my life that night. It was like we were just randomly talking, and out of nowhere she said, "You know what I like to have after sex?
Oh yeah.
I like to have a food." And I was like, what?
The day after that happened, I picked her up to go to the beach, and she was so hungover, she made me go to Wendy's, and she ordered a nugget.
A nugget.
Not like an order. She was like, "Give me a nugget." From the past, because I had to drive, and she was like, "Give me a nugget, even though I'm gonna throw it up." We have to find the funniest picture of Angie for the cover of this.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
She is so fucking funny, and when she gets mad about like people saying ridiculous things, she was like, "I'm polite." You sure are, girl.
She's like a Super Saiyan. Her hair just goes straight up and it's flames.
She
gets muscles. Oh my god.
So that was my adventure last night.
Well, I'm glad that you went on that adventure because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to talk about it. Oh yeah, so anyways, while you were doing that, I was looking it up. And
the hashtags.
Yeah, Uncle Joey's already a hashtag, but we could do Adopt Us Joey Diaz. So that's our new hashtag, you guys, because do you know how fucking cool it would be to just, like, go and eat, what's he call them? The goomies? The edibles that he gets, he calls them goomy bears or something.
I don't know.
Instead of gummy bears.
But I know he likes cannolis.
Yeah. Who doesn't like cannoli?
I've never had one.
Ooh, they're pretty. I had that ice cream cannoli that they have at Johnny's Italian restaurant. Johnny Bread. Fuck, why'd I have to say anything?
Because you're
that?
evil.
You know what? I've decided that any time leading up to Lady Time, no food is safe around me. It's not, and I'm so ashamed of myself. Like, I ate a whole fucking pan of cinnamon rolls.
I posted that Snapchat video of like PMS lady and stuff. I was like, I'm scared.
Oh
As
my
you
God.
should be.
Like, I'm a ravenous monster. It's like whenever you turn into a werewolf at night and you wake up with all the dead bodies and you're like, oh God, what happened? It's just like empty wrappers and like cardboard just torn to pieces. Because I didn't even take the time to open any boxes. I just bit through them with my teeth.
Give me that.
Oh, yeah, I never want to eat like that again in my life.
Well, I don't want to rain on the parade, but tonight is the season finale of Game of Thrones, so we
shit.
gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, I gotta edit this thing so we can get it out tomorrow. Let's see.
If you're listening to the audio
yeah.
version only of the podcast, you're about to hear Hey Jealousy by the Gin Blossoms, and if you're on YouTube, you ain't gonna hear nothing because they
No.
don't like us to do anything nice.
Yeah, they don't
YouTube
like
won't
us
let us have
having any...
anything nice.
They won't let us have
They
any
don't want
fun.
us to have a china cabinet for our Dixie cups.
Oh my god. I want her to have one. Please follow us, like us, friend us, and share us on social media and spread the word of our show to your friends. Our Twitter is @MixedFeelingsPC. Our Instagram is @MixedFeelingsPodcast. Facebook, we are Cassi, Mandy, Mixed Feelington.
And our show's available on YouTube, Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, the Couch Party app, get that shit, which is available on the Google Play Store for free, and pretty much every other podcast player there is, so subscribe to that shit so you know when the new funk is out.
And please go and rate us and review us on iTunes. Pretty please, thank you very much. Unless you don't want to give us 5 stars, and then we would prefer that you don't do that. So just pretend like you didn't hear this and that you don't know what iTunes is, or a rating or a review. But if you want to give us 5 stars, then go do that. And we do read all the reviews, and we appreciate them, and we love the support that we get from you guys. Thank you so much.
We really do love those. If you have any questions, comments, requests for interviews, business-related stuff at all, you can email us. Or if you want to be in the Mixed Feelings Mafia, you can email us at info@mixedfeelingspodcast.com or use the contact form on our website, www.mixedfeelingspodcast.com. And we just need your first name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself so we can beat you all the way in.
All the way. Until next time, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy Game of Thronings if you're like me.
See you
Bye.
later. Hey guys, just so you know, Mandy thought she'd be slick and tell a really funny fucking story after we said goodbye, and I was still recording, so of course I'm putting that in here. So here you go. You're welcome.
Okay, and you weren't even there for... Okay, so me, Alex, and Angie all like Game of Thrones, but Alex has just started watching, so he's behind a couple seasons, so we were talking about it last night. This guy was trying to hit on Angie, but she was like, I'm married, I'm just hanging out with my friends. But then he was like, well, can't I just talk to all of you guys as friends? So he, like, wouldn't go away.
Oh, God.
He was hovering over us, and then he kept, then he was trying to talk in, like, Milady, da-da-da-da-da, and I was eating boiled peanuts, and he came over really close to me and said, you eat the hell out of them peanuts. And like, I thought he was trying to hit on Angie, so I'm like not trying to be cute at all. I'm like, and he's like, girl, you eat the hell out of them peanuts. And then I couldn't eat them anymore. I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done with this.
Oh my god, I'm still
And then
recording.
Angie
I'm
kept-
keeping it.
Angie kept breaking his cigarettes. On
purpose?
Yes, she took them out of his mouth and would go, and she's like, don't you smoke cigarettes in my presence. And I love her for being like my anti-nicotine champion.
Yes.
It was so funny. And she was like, I'm a married lady. Don't even try it.
Don't even try it,
And
buddy.
he was like, oh, my lady. So that's why we said we were live action role playing last night.
What did he look like? Was he like...
Ugly. He had a weird head.
Oh,
it looked
no.
like a cartoon character.
Oh, no.
It was like... And he said that he was in the Coast Guard. And he was like, y'all are so nice, I would even rescue you if you were drowned. And I was like, isn't that your fucking job?
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Don't talk to me. Girl, you eat the hell out of them.
You-
Wait, did you say you were still recording?
Yeah.
I just did the rat thing.
You're fucked now.
Oh, and Alex showed me what a rat king was.
A rat king. What?
When they get all their tails tied together and they like form like this disc of flying rats.
What?
Yeah.
What in the actual fuck are you even saying to me
Google
right
it
now?
right now.
Rat king. Isn't that like on the Nutcracker?
It's even worse.
Ah!
Worse than you could ever imagine.
God.
Because one of those shows that Allie watches, Amazing World of Gumball, there was a rat king on there.
Why is this happening? Is this something that just happens because there's a lot of rats?
Yeah, because they're all over each other and they end up getting their tails tied together.
Oh my god!
And then they just become like one living organism. Rat king, gonna kill the rat king.
No! I'm not okay with this being a real thing. Like, That's nightmare fuel.
I'll see you in your dreams.
God damn it.
That's what the Rat King's gonna whisper.
You can be their boss eating peanuts like that. You eat the hell out
I
of
was
them
sucking
peanuts.
the juice out and everything, like real nasty, just sloppy as all get out. I was like, can you get out of my ear? And then after Angie was like, turned him down, he was like, you're real beautiful. I was like, wait a minute, I was second in line for that. I don't want your leftover half-ass compliments. I'm over here eating my damn peanuts.